This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one, and we are underway from FedEx Field. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll find Gabriel Davis fighting through. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. They'll get this to Nwangu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
You got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Block 54. Block 54.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Tua. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield on play action. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mayfield now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Right there.
Looking to pass. Tua drops this off with Nwangu. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They run the counter. Edmonds. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Edmonds again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down. and sacked back at the 13-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On third down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 12-yard touchdown run. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And some space here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Travis Homer, 74 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On the give is Nwangu. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there. A first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Taken down by Pete Werner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Here's Nwangu. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On the draw, it's Nwangu, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Tua going to throw. Steps away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Mayfield's throw caught by Tony. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The CD, that's... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give, the first man through Gillespie, the fullback. And he will have a Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Nwangu. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Kittle. Space to run past the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Tua setting up shop to throw again. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Checks this down to Hubbard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And this is back to an 8-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On the run is Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Washington on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Right back to Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back after the pickup of 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Baker. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Mayfield to throw. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw is Tua. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.